Yes, Felicette from the Felicette video.
There's without Icos. Well,
there's the lizard from the
Larry.
thing.
It's me, Larry the Lizard from Buffering. You can
TV
see me on ITVX.
You're doing something with Ian Sterling at the Lowry, aren't you?
I'm opening for him.
Yeah. Can we come?
No.
Are we recording?
We've been recording for the last minute and a half. This is
This
great.
could be some of the best.
This is great stuff.
Well, mainly I was talking about audio things.
Yeah.
Visuals.
Yeah.
Well, he's put a hat on now, so that'll make it more dynamic.
Yeah. Well, this echo, it'll add to the sound.
Buffering from earlier.
Buffering.
Introduce him before we all die.
Welcome to wherever you are to a very special ALFsplaining with me, Ben Baker.
And me, John Matthews.
And normally this is an episode by episode look at the sitcom Alf, but we're doing something different, aren't we?
We've gone out and about.
We've sideways.
On
It's
location.
a sideways episode. Zany.
Wacky.
But no, we're not introducing. Can you please?
What?
Sorry. We've got a guest. That it's ruined now.
I can't believe it. Should we go?
You know what? I feel we've driven all this way. We should at least say hello to Phil Fletcher.
National treasure. Thank you for having me on your podcast, ALFsplaining.
The man behind such characters as Pistern,
Hi.
Terry Mole,
Scrape.
and Swads.
Oh, shite.
Rick the Lion,
All right, I'm Rick and I ain't lying.
Basil Brush,
Boom, boom.
Grover,
Hello.
and from the world of television, Larry the Lizard.
Hello, yes, welcome to Larry the Lizard's appearance on the podcast.
And most famously, ladies and gentlemen, the people's princess himself, Hacker T-Dog.
Are you all right, cockers? We're just normal men. We're just innocent Alf fans.
Oh, that's it. That's all we need.
Yeah.
Thanks. That's
Now, get out.
So as you can hear, Phil is a seminal puppeteer.
Yeah,
I'm glad you had to say that and not spell it.
me too.
Yeah.
And thusly must be a big fan of Alf.
Love
So,
it. Big fan of Paul Fusco in general.
What else has Paul Fusco done that you've
He
enjoyed?
did a series of festive specials pre-Alf. He did a fantastic one about the Easter Bunny.
That's right. I didn't earn this button here just for being witty, handsome, sophisticated. When you're good, you're good.
And when you're the best, you can't get better.
Miss Fifi, am I really the only one in your life?
For the moment.
Miss Fifi, when you were made personnel manager, your job specifically stated you were to keep the chickens happy.
He did a great one about some dogs or something, and a turkey, and a great space one. In space.
Space cat.
Have you seen that?
Yeah.
No, not Space Cats.
Oh, different one.
There was a random one off. He did a few sort of pilots pre-Alf.
Oh, okay.
Space Cats was great, but it was a cartoon, wasn't it? Most of it.
Yeah, well, yeah.
The puppets are great.
Puppet wraparounds,
Yeah.
which is the bit you want, really.
Yeah, I was curious.
It's very much a Little Muppet Monsters situation.
Yes, it is.
You know, that is a deep cut.
That is niche as well.
But
for
as
this
we're
podcast.
talking to a puppeteer, I feel.
Well, I must have. Yes, I like the Muppet Monsters. They just basically did some wraparounds to crowbar in
terrible Japanese animation.
Muppet Babies and a Muppet Show type animation.
Yeah,
Pigs in
there was
Space.
a Pigs in Space and
It was naff.
Kermit Private Detective or something like that. But the Little Muppet Monster, fantastic theme tune.
Really?
They're down in the basement, everybody knows. Little Muppet Monsters. They built a crazy gizmo and they're putting on show. Little Muppet Monsters. Alright. Kermit and the Penguin Man, Pigs in Space too. Everybody's joining, talking Molly and Boo. Little Muppet Monsters. Little Muppet Monsters. Little Muppet Monsters.
I did that bit at the
Yeah,
end. It wasn't
it
on
was
the
good.
original. Thank you.
It's not about Alf, but you know, it was Alf adjacent because Alf was on Saturday mornings eventually as a cartoon.
Yes, it was. Little Muppet Monsters, however, was not. I think it was 3 episodes and it was pulled.
So when did you first watch Alf? Have you any early memories of Alf?
Yes, I remember seeing the trailer for it
Really?
when it was on, and that day, it was on a Sunday, I think, the first one, possibly.
Well,
And we were-
regionally, it were all over the place.
Well,
we worked out it was on a Saturday in most regions when it first launched.
I seem to remember it being a Sunday, but I might be wrong. But that day I was out doing a march
Sorry?
I was marching
You're marching?
with the Cubs.
Oh,
Cub
right.
Scout.
Against Alf.
Yeah. Down with Alf! Placard we had, written in excrement. Not our own.
No, you bring it on. You bring it along.
And I saw the trailer, and the trailer, I remember, the only image I remember from the trailer is the shot of Alf sat on the floor in front of the couch next to that little kid. And it wasn't the costume Alf, the hideous Alf, it was the proper Alf.
Yeah,
With
yeah.
the holes through the floor.
Yeah, you've come on to another one of our bet noirs there, which is the small person in a suit is absolutely hideous.
Alf, that's yeah.
aspect.
In brackets, absolutely hideous.
Perhaps you, as a puppet maker,
Yeah.
an expert, could tell us the differences that you've spotted when you've watched it between the little man in a suit and the real.
Well,
puppet
the
Alf.
little man in the suit does not have the same proportions of Alf because the puppeteer has got full-size arms and hands and stuff, and therefore Alf has got shoulders, which he shouldn't have. He looks better. He looks better in series episode 1 when he's first scruffy, I think. And you don't see his shoulders.
We said that he's very dishevelled in the first one.
They
doesn't
brush
he?
him, and I never like it.
He
as
looks a bit more like Shane McGowan.
early on, which I
obviously
think-
he's got a lot of gruffer voice.
What was I
He's
going
like,
for?
hey, Willie, let me.
And it was
educate-"
Rolf the dog's voice who was doing an impression of.
Was that right?
Ah,
Yeah,
right.
that's what he did originally.
That makes a lot of sense.
Yeah, but then because he'd done a bit with Jim Henson, I think.
Hmm.
I think he was responsible for bringing Muppet Monsters down.
Torpedoed.
Yeah. But no, the puppet versus the man in the costume isn't the same proportion, so they always jar. What at the beginning when the puppet leans in, Brian's on the camera,
Yeah, it's
goes
got-
out, then the little man wanders in.
Yeah,
Rubbish.
Yeah, he sort of has this little podding kind of like because Alf just walks, just moves, obviously. Because recently we watched him hand in hand with Brian.
Yes.
Walking into a room, but they decided to use the
The puppet rather
That's
than
the puppet.
the little man.
Yeah.
So
And
they were using the system of trenches, and they were walking together, and it was brilliant.
It's always better.
Great.
fine. Yeah.
And his arms are longer when it's a puppet.
Yeah.
So in short, I hate it.
Good. I'm glad.
I can't
'Cause
remember
We are.
I can't remember what point they get rid of the little live action Alf.
Yeah, it's early doors. I don't think they used it much.
And there's one shot where the little man in the suit dives under the bed, and it's a really quite exciting shot. It's good. You get a good long look at the
Action Alf.
It's
action
nice,
Alf.
sparingly. I do like the costume. I'd have liked to have. It'd be nice on display. And when you see the photographs of the full body one with little lad and stuff, that's always the puppet one.
Yeah.
That's been armoured. It's not the suit because it's not the same,
No, well, yeah. Okay.
as we know.
It doesn't look. Yeah, as you say, it's uncanny. I've never thought.
Because he's just on them photographs. When you're performing that, your hand goes into the elbow, so the puppet's arms are long, but his arms aren't, and it always looks jarring.
And obviously, you've made your own.
I've made my own Alf, as you can see
replica.
here.
Oh, he's just behind us. Just thinking about cats currently.
He's thinking, "Where's the cat, Willie? Where is that cat?" That
Do
you
the voice.
promised me?"
Hey Willie, where's the cat?
Thank you.
Hey Willie, where's the cat?
where's the? All right, that's enough voice.
I can't do the voice.
It's very upsetting when he's got that gruff voice.
Yes.
But he's much more. He's a bit more exciting.
I prefer it.
It's like having Nick Nolte in you.
I thought you were going to say Nick Knowles then, which is
No.
not as good.
horrifying.
As long as he don't bring his guitar.
Here we will.
Have you heard his album?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Big time.
Yeah, no one needs that. But
Yes, that's brought the mood down somewhat, hasn't it?
it's no, we don't.
Nick Knowles
because
played
Alf had hits as well, which Nick Knowles did not have.
A hand in.
Uh,
But Paul Fusco did.
Very good.
Back on track.
Your opinion on Paul Fusco as a puppeteer?
I think he's brilliant. Yeah, very great. I love Alf. I would put him up there with Roland Rat as being a standout character. Strong character.
I'd say they're very similar connections to
Vibe.
make, actually.
Yeah.
With a kind of a little bit of sass, a little bit of edge, and yeah, definitely. Although, ironically, Roland Rat didn't work as much when you took him out of that kind of live, anything can happen. You're like I don't know if you're familiar with doing live television with a puppet, but
it's pathetic.
it's much more exciting when you can send things
Oh, I totally agree.
awry.
Yeah, as I do, as you're aware.
Yeah.
But he did all the voices in Roland, which is far off, so there wasn't much ad-libbing on that.
No.
So all the characters were pre-recorded, Kevin and co, and played in.
Yeah.
Because Ronnie Lee Drew often performed some of the puppets on
did he?
the Roland Rat show. Yeah.
Yeah. It's interesting when we see more Melmacians as well that Paul Fusco voices most of them.
But it was also, you can see how good Paul Fusco is when you see other elves involved, because whoever's doing them isn't really have that fluidity of.
Oh, they're not as good, no.
No,
But he'd done it for a long time.
the other elves look like decoy previous.
They'd have been
versions.
prototypes.
Yeah, prototypes. That's the word.
Yeah.
They look like.
They also used to rehearse with a different puppet.
Well, this is interesting.
Ah.
No,
Ralph.
this is interesting because I was looking into this week. We won't get this for a while, but I couldn't find any pictures of Ralph anywhere on the internet. But he does appear in one of the episodes for a very brief split second when they needed two Alfs on screen. So at some point in season 3, we'll get the scene where we see
Alf and Ralph.
Alf and Ralph together,
My God.
very briefly. I love stuff like that.
Paul made the original Alf.
Oh, that's a bit of a bombshell.
Yeah, it's true. He built it. Because if you
And
look
the
at the
keel.
old pilots that I'm referring to earlier, shit, excuse the language.
No, more language.
Breasts,
Funny.
bosoms.
That's enough language.
Yes, too much language. If you look at the old pilots I was referring to earlier, Paul made all those puppets as well, and they all have the same sort of really loose jaw, like Alf's got.
Okay.
That's his sort of
Yeah,
style.
it's an interesting. It's not a Muppety.
No, well, that's what they have to
style.
keep away from, really, because he had the same manager, as Jim Henson.
Not Bernie Brillstein.
Brillstein, yeah.
Is it?
Yeah.
There's something about the Alf puppet which is very, it's not. You look at certain puppets and go, that looks like a
Henson.
knockoff.
Yeah. But he couldn't do that at the time because it was still on, and it was, apart from
Yeah.
Muppet Monsters, of course, God rest his soul, but other shows are still in syndication.
Yeah.
But he had got connections with Bernie Brillstein, or Bernie Brill Cream, as I call him.
Oh, very good, very good.
He's only just died, hasn't he?
Yeah.
Not that long ago. He's a finger in many pies, including the Alf pie, of course.
He had a finger in Alf's pie.
Best pie.
The best pie, which of course.
Cat pie.
Cats, yes. Do you actually remember liking like the sitcom part of it, or were you just like? I assume by that point when it was on, you knew you were a puppet fan.
Yes, I think I liked it because it was a puppet in it, really. I'd have watched it had it had been a documentary with a puppet in me.
I would watch A World at War with Alfie.
Yeah, no, you would. You would.
I would watch that.
I don't remember watching it thinking anything other than, that's a great puppet and great puppetry. I won't have bothered. I don't remember the sitcom element wasn't what attracted me to it.
No, we've found the scenes without Alf in are the most beige
Interminable.
family.
Yeah.
It's like a nothing show. It's like drinking water or dry bread.
Oh, we'll never drink water.
Never
do we?
drink water.
And then Alf comes in and it's a fine Chardonnay.
Yeah.
It's just slightly better water.
It's just it's like a less.
Perrier.
Yeah, it's not hard water.
So it's
tap.
it's soft water and nice water. Andy.
Yes, yeah. So
It's northern water. But no, yes, it's rubbish without Alf in, yeah. And that guy hated working with Alf, didn't he?
Yeah.
He famously,
That's right.
at the end of the series, he just left.
Without saying goodbye to anybody.
yeah, and then apparently a very downward spiral for many years.
Yeah.
Until he got him with Norm Macdonald. So it was almost fine at the end, and then he died.
Yeah.
So-
And then Norm Macdonald died.
and then Norm Macdonald dies.
I thought he's dying.
Yeah.
And Alf will never.
This is a long podcast, but some people might not get to the end of this, some of the listeners.
Why do you think Alf hasn't returned? Because I think he's a great character.
I think he's a great character. I think he's got potential. And I certainly, Paul still has it. The puppet, I mean, and the powers. And people keep saying they're doing a reboot, but it never seems to happen, does it?
There was a movie, I think, about 12 years ago.
I think people want the sitcom, not a chat show.
They don't, though.
Do they
Well,
not?
they don't want that sitcom.
No, they want that sitcom,
No,
but they want-
they do, but they don't.
Yeah.
Is what I'm saying. Based on
They do, but they won't do it.
yeah, and obviously he's done things with is he on what channel is he on? Is it Ryan Reynolds?
Yeah, it's whatever Ryan Reynolds' channel is in America.
Has he been on that?
They're re-showing the Alfs on that.
He's done a few adverts.
And, well, he's done a few bumpers for that. There's new Alf bumpers
Yeah,
for the
yeah.
old broadcasts of Alfs.
Yeah.
With a flatmate or something.
It's Eric.
Oh, the baby.
Yeah.
Yes, of course.
He's meant to be living with Eric now.
Alf, these big wireless bills are getting ridiculous. I think it's time we joined Mint Mobile's family plan.
Whoa, whoa, whoa! Hold your horses! I'm not sure I'm ready for that kind of commitment, Eric.
With Mint Mobile's family plan, anyone can join a plan for only $15 a month. Even you and me.
Look, don't take this the wrong way, but there's a family of raccoons down the street that have been wooing me.
It's not showing. We don't show it in England, do they, at all, anyway?
No,
I don't think
no,
so.
it's
No
very
terrestrial.
poor. I don't think they ever have. I don't think it's ever been on streaming, but it is all on YouTube. Although it always finds when I'm editing the episodes later on, I go, oh, we talk about this line, and I go to the YouTube version, and it's a syndicated one, and it's never in there.
Oh, my God, because adverts.
You know,
And cut out a lot of
more. Yeah.
crackpot stuff. But yeah, that scene, the end scene of Willie dressed as Elton John, that wasn't in the syndicated. It just ended before then. And it's one of the greatest
One of the
scenes in the
best
history of
bits ever.
television.
I'm appalled.
Yeah.
Paul Fusco.
There you go. Full circle.
That's why we do these things. Creative minds.
Yeah.
Creative minds together.
Yeah.
Create puns.
What
As
would
good
you
as
do
that.
with Alf as a puppeteer?
What would I do with
Not
him?
mean kissing or like that. I mean,
I
like,
would
you
kiss
know,
him.
How would you envelop him in a modern project?
I don't know.
That's coming.
Great stuff.
Oh no, it's like a sitcom is probably because no one's done it since.
No, it's a tricky one because, I don't know what to do with him. Chat show or something? He did a chat show. I don't know. I honestly don't know.
With like Hacker would work well in a. You need a regular scene, and then you throw something in.
Yeah,
which is,
I give you that.
You know, a little firecracker, if you will, just to
a little
set
fire
things off.
hacker.
Good.
Rhymes.
I'm staring right into his eyes.
I'm staring into your soul, Ben Baker. And I don't like what I see.
No, that's fair enough. It's been too many Alf episodes. It's just that's all it's in. That's all I've done.
Alfred. How many episodes did they do?
99.
I did.
Plus the movie.
Which was about 10 years after, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Oh, a bit more. Maybe.
96.
Oh, was it?
Yeah, so it's 6 years later.
Oh, did it say?
Yeah, it's yeah.
Because it was taken off due to Will Smith's thing, wasn't it?
It was.
That's
It was
what
replaced
ended
by
up.
Fresh Prince of Bel-Air.
Mm.
But it was
Never
also
forgiven him.
double billed with the appalling Ferris Bueller sitcom. Which,
Oh, I don't remember that.
exactly.
But I never liked the film. you see.
Exactly.
Didn't like the film.
No, that was the double bill originally when they replaced Alf, and obviously the Fresh Prince took off, but the Ferris Bueller did not, and they should have just brought Alf back.
I'll never forgive Smith. I'm glad he hurt his hand on Chris Rock's face.
I'm glad his wife left him.
Yeah.
Talking of films you don't like, this had nothing to do with that. Tell us your shocking opinion about Muppet Christmas Carol.
I think it's boring. Too boring, not enough Muppets, too much Michael Caine. Yawn. Muppet Treasure Island, better. Funnier.
Muppets in Space?
I like it!
I love Gonzo is always my favourite. So anything which centres heavily around Gonzo is all right with me.
Wet him down, you can have a picture of him.
I quite like Kiss It No. I like It's a Very Merry Muppet Christmas Movie.
I love it. Try him on. Go on.
Oh well. Oh.
For the benefit of the listeners,
Has to go in a kind of a freckle.
Ben is now putting on Gonzo.
Someday I'm gonna go back there. Can't do the voice. Won't do. I refuse to do the voice. But it's beautiful. It's a beautiful puppet.
Thank you.
And again,
It's made out of the same stuff as Alf.
It's because it's the original 70s
Muppet Show suit,
suit, which is very novelty of the time, and I love him when he's that. I don't understand him when he's not in.
I agree.
They've tried to sort of modernise him, and at least Dave Goelz is still
Alive. That's a
doing
good
it.
start.
Well, that is a beautiful thing, and
I think we've all enjoyed ourselves today a little bit too much.
Have you anything else to say about Alf before we stop the tape?
I'm a fan of Alf. Long may he reign. Paul Fusco is one of my favourites. I'm a big fan of Fusco and Dave Claridge. They're up there, big influences on me, as they always was. So I thank you for that, and don't sue us for this photograph you may see.
Yeah, we notably haven't added Alf in any of these things yet, have we? So
indeed, you could say when it comes to legal things, we're just normal men.
We're just innocent Alf fans.
hooray!
Hooray, and good night.
All friends in the end.
Thank you.
Marvellous.
Thank you.
I think that's recorded.
You should have recorded that. That was a bloody good rehearsal.
Yeah, that would have been great.
It's great. Remember this fella? Bill Eagle.
Where is Titty Bob?
I don't know. I think it's there he is.
Oh, I can see him.
You can just about see his bobs.
Oh, there we are. Yeah.